Hey Facebook, I'm live again. I'm trying to go live way more often than I have been, but some of you that know me, or if you know about me, you know that part of my background is my wife and I were part of the team that helped make Lady Gaga a household name. Obviously, that was a pretty awesome thing to have in my career. And when I started with Gaga, I was her tour manager, for those of you that don't know, around the world for almost 2 years. When I started with her, we didn't have dancers or a big team. There was one girl named Leah, and there was another girl, or Leah, and there was another guy named Troy. And other than that, I think we had a DJ at the time. I first met Lady Gaga at a rehearsal studio down in Hollywood, and she walked in with duct tape and shoulder pads, and I promise you, she was on a mission. And people ask me all the time, what was it like working for Gaga? How'd you do that and everything? Oh, she must have, been an overnight success. I'm just going to tell you, when I first met Gaga, she was a woman on a mission. She was literally possessed to make her life happen. She had already had a record deal. Imagine getting signed to a massive record company. I think it was Def Jam. She got a record deal and then lost it. She basically got fired. So imagine having all your dreams and hopes wrapped up in this one opportunity.
Take exit 25B toward Fair Oaks Avenue North and Marengo Avenue.
Lost the opportunity. Sorry about my GPS. I swear I do my best thinking is in the car. So she lost that opportunity. So when I found her, she had just barely gotten another record deal. She had recorded an album, but it wasn't released yet. In fact, a couple weeks later, we were in Vietnam, sitting in a hotel room and writing the credits for her album. What do you think she called her first album? Well, probably half the world knows this, but she called it The Fame. Think about that for a minute. The Fame. She was nobody. Nobody knew who she was. Nobody at all knew who she was when she started her career. So she had already been signed to a record deal, lost it, got dropped. They said she wasn't pretty enough. She wasn't good enough. She didn't have the right personality because she didn't dress like everybody else. She was kind of a theatrical kind of a person. And then she had this persistence, and she had this idea that I'm going to do this or die trying. It's my mission. I don't care about the money. In my heart, this is what I'm doing. And she made it happen. So we called her album The Fame. It was pretty cool when I was in Vietnam with her because I was writing the album credits for her album. So that's how I was able to get my wife and I right there in the thank yous in her album. But it was called The Fame. So imagine the confidence that she had. So, if you want to know what her secret was, it was never give up. She could have easily thrown in the towel. She had went to, she had been, in music school in New York and had a lot of different opportunities to be able to go into other avenues. But she just would not give up. She was on a mission. So those of you that have fear, I'm telling you what, she wasn't extremely confident, but she was passionate. She had a lot of fears, just like everybody else. She had a lot of doubts. If you're just going through your regular day and you've got those things that are maybe holding you back, those limiting beliefs, just remember, this was not an overnight success.
Take exit 25B toward Fair Oaks Avenue North and Marengo Avenue. Then turn left onto North Marengo Avenue toward CA 110.
Really knew who she was. Nobody knew who she was. Nobody. But we kept working, and eventually got to that place because she was persistent. We had a dream. She had a mission and a passion. She was willing to work harder than everybody else. So if you want to know what her secret was, I will tell you this: she never gave up. She never gave up. So just remember that. I just wanted to kind of share this with you. I was inspired to kind of share this with you today because I know as I go through my day, we get all these limiting beliefs that hold us back. Gaga is just like everybody else. But the one thing she would not do is she would not quit. She would not let people
turn left onto North Marengo Avenue towards CA 110.
She would not let people tell her she wasn't talented enough, wasn't pretty enough. Yes, she had all the talent, but she had more passion and more desire to succeed than anybody else, and was one of the hardest workers that I ever met. So I just thought
in half a mile, turn right onto East Colorado Boulevard.
Sorry about the GPS.